Hey guys, welcome back. Two here today with a new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new weapon that was added to Modern Warfare. The M9 Beretta is finally here, referred to in Modern Warfare as the Renetti. Now this pistol is an iconic one, it's been in a lot of CODs before, and I've always really loved the M9, and I got the idea today that since you may or may not know, this is the first burst pistol in the game, the first non-semi. We still don't have a full auto, but we now have a burst. That I got the idea we should try and turn this bad boy from the Renetti into the M93 Raffica from back in Modern Warfare 2, because that boy used to shred for any OGs out there. Now today what we're going to be doing is making a Raffica as close as I can get to the Raffica from Modern Warfare 2, and then a burst Akimbo kit that is extremely overpowered. This thing is a monster. Absolutely shreds, so be sure to check the rest of the video out because that thing is nuts, as you will see. But first we're going to start off with trying to get it as close to the regular Raffica as we can. So what I set up in Gunsmith here is the burst mod, of course, the lightweight trigger for rate of fire, attack laser for ADS, the stock so that it kind of looks just like the Raffica used to, and then the equivalent of stippled tape. It's called the speed grip. Now this is going to give you the best sort of overall feel with the gun as far as using it as more or less a primary works. You may want to try and trade out the stock for an extended mag, as I found 15 with burst you start to burn through those pretty fast. To be fully honest, the thing isn't that insane as just a normal pistol like this in core at least. It's still going to take sometimes 2 or more bursts to kill an enemy, and that can get pretty old when you only have 15 in a mag. The rate of fire is really good though. It's like as fast as you can hit the trigger, and that's definitely going to come into play later when I show you the Akimbo footage. But where I think this gun is really going to shine is in hardcore. So if you do want to, especially for leveling it up initially, I'd recommend hardcore. But once you have burst in hardcore, this is going to one burst every single enemy, almost every single time. They will die immediately. And so if you're going to want to run it as, you know, primary and not just the secondary, I would recommend that in hardcore. But as I said, it's a pretty good all-around pistol, and it'll especially shine if you're being a, you know, sort of sniper, and now you can have this secondary that's a little stronger than the average pistol thanks to the burst. You get a little more versatility. But I think we should probably jump ahead to the absolute insane Akimbo setup. So this is what I have going. I put on the Desperado Pro compensator to help with the recoil, the burst mod of course, the IMW laser, which is the hipfire one, so this won't show up to enemies, and it's all you're going to need since you can't ADS. And then 27 round mags and Akimbo. Now if you think about this, this is 2 pistols, you know, 1 in each hand. This is 54 rounds that you have here to put out, and it's as fast as you can hit this. These are almost pretty much machine pistols at this point, and you are just pumping out damage with these bad boys. Take a look at how fast these things go. So as you can see, they're absolutely insane. And now the only place you're really going to start to lose with these, and I'm sure you can imagine, is at range. So as you can see here, it starts to get pretty awkward. These are bots, of course. Any normal player would put you down in that much time. If you really want these things to shine, you're just going to have to be, you know, smart with the maps you play and the angles you take. You want to keep these tight angles like this. Take fights you know you can win. And if you're up close like that, it's a burst right in the body, you know, 6 shots into someone, they're going to go down every single time from that range. From far away, not so much. You're going to start to drop off damage, as well as accuracy is going to be pretty weak. But if you're up close on someone and you're hitting both of these at the same time, because you know you can fire them independently when they're akimbo if you don't know, fire each hand separately, so you can pump 6 shots into someone instantaneously, and they are going to go down every time. And as you saw there, another really good thing about running these is that you can still use your offhand. So if you use a syringe like I do, you can heal yourself while continuing to shoot the one in your right hand, and same goes for throwing tacticals or, you know, a stun, etc. You can still use the one in your right hand firing on its own while healing yourself, so you're able to still put out a lot of damage and heal or use kill streaks like I did there, and it makes them even more versatile than they already are. And they're just insane. Like, the amount of damage you can pump out with these things is ridiculous. You can just keep these tight angles, keep moving as well, because you get the full pistol mobility. You can still run at top speeds, especially with dead silence. You become just a fucking monster, and these people go down in 1 or 2 hits, you know, like 1 shot from one pistol, 1 from the other, and they are just immediately dead. And it just makes the gun extremely fun to use, and on certain maps, you know, Hackney, Shoot House, stuff like that, keep small maps, tight angles, know your maps, and keep your fights close, you're going to be able to dominate lobbies with this gun. It is absolutely insane, and I honestly think within a week or so, this gun is going to be hated by everyone because, oh my, it is overpowered. I know these are bots, but it's just pure damage output is ridiculous. And now that we have a burst pistol, I honestly think this thing's going to be running lobbies soon. People are going to fucking hate it. But right now, it's just a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get my hands on it in the real pubs. And if you're wondering how you do that, it's just by getting to tier 15 on the battle pass, and you don't have to buy the battle pass. So these are completely free weapons to unlock. You just have to get to tier 15 and you get them on your account. And you can do that by playing Warzone or normal matches, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to, of course, have to level them up on their own to get all these attachments. So, you're going to want Akimbo, and the extended mags and the burst mod are all very late unlocks. But as I said, I recommend just playing some hardcore, and you're going to be able to get into lobbies on there and clean up, and you're going to get them unlocked pretty fast. Now, as a final showing here of what these pistols can really do, I'm going to let this last clip play out for itself, and you guys can, just let me know whether you think these are OP or not, just from this little bit of footage here. So yeah, as you can see, these things are fucking insane. I don't know, I'm sure I've convinced you by now. These pistols are definitely worth the time to check out. Close quarters like this, they're going to be a lot of fun, and on top of that, they're actually versatile enough to be usable in pubs. I think these are going to be able to clean up in lobbies. And that is about it for me today. This has been turning the Renetti from Modern Warfare into the M93 Raffica from back in Modern Warfare 2, and making the most overpowered set of pistols that I possibly could. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give these loadouts a try for yourself, and if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and comment down below. And a subscribe helps more than you would know. Thank you guys so much. There's plenty more content on the channel, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more Modern Warfare and a lot of other gaming content. I have a Discord and a Twitch, and that is about it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.